Welcome to Unit 3. As a reminder, you need to sign up for the midterm exam, which is listed right here in the Sign Up Genius. You'll have to make an account if you don't have one. It's very simple. All work for Unit 3 is due Friday, this Friday, the 19th. And Unit 3 is on financial goals, budgeting, and banking. If I had to pick the most important unit we cover all year, I would probably say budgeting is probably the smartest way that you want to start. You'll see we're going to talk about fixed, variable, and discretionary expenses. You know, what has to be paid, what do you have discretion to pay, the difference between earned income and unearned income, creating a budget, creating goals, learning the concept of saving, giving, and then how to use a bank and what elements they have there. So in the first section, financial goals, this one has 6 activities and banking has 4. So for this one, just like all of them, we're going to have our financial goals notes. This unit actually has 2. I just want to bring to your attention, this one says practice. The practice ones, you have to hit OK, and they grade your questions immediately upon OK. If you skip down to the next notes section for budgeting, this one is made up as an exam, which you submit at the end and then check your grade. They are the same thing as for us as far as points. The only difference is the person who created them, we all created the class together, and some people set them up in different ways. But they all have passwords, so you can review all your answers immediately. Okay, jumping back up. So you're going to do the notes. The second one is writing financial goals. These are goals. The most important thing, it has an end date. It's specific, it's focused on one thing, it can be measured. So I can look at your goals and ask you, say in 3 months, did you meet that goal? Did you do that? Because it has an endpoint, a due date, per se. Is it attainable? Is it possible that you can do this? Is it likely? If you want to save $5 million in a month, it's probably not realistic. There's a time frame. So you're going to be making goals. It's too short, too intermediate, and too long. And you're going to put them into this chart. You're going to write your goal here, and if you notice, they all say something in September, by the end of senior year. You're going to have an end date with it. You're going to write them this way, and then your own just little note for yourself, like, how are you going to make this happen? This says it's a discussion board, but it is a journal. It's private. Only I will see. You do not need to comment, or can you comment back on anyone else? All right, then you have the budgeting section. Go through that. This one is analyzing a budget. I strongly recommend you watch the video. And then you're going to go to Analyze a Budget and download and open the assignment, and you will have 2 different scenarios. You must fill this in right on the actual chart. I don't want it all jumbled, sent out around. I want it on the chart. It's easy to read. You'll put your answers there. And the chart has 2 scenarios. One is a single mom, one is a Rowan student. They both want to do something, accomplish something. Jessica wants to know if she can afford $75 a month for her children to do piano lessons, and then it's based on everything she spends, and then you'll answer the questions. Living beyond your means means that she doesn't have enough money. Does she have a deficit? Is she in debt or a surplus extra? Can she afford it, and what suggestions do you have? And then Brian wants to know if he can afford $200 to pay cash for his books, and you have to look at his budget. Answer all the questions. They do not need to be full sentences. If you can answer them, just numbers are fine. After that, there is a Nearpod. Everybody spends money on food. Kids, teens, it's probably the most your discretionary money. The extra money you have, we spend on fast food, going out to eat. Many of you don't grocery shop, but you're going to go through this and make sure you answer all of the questions. You need to put your full name on here because I don't know who you are. If you don't, I have multiple students with the same name. Answer all the polls, answer all the open-ended questions. And then the last one in this section is a Bank of America budgeting video. You should watch the video, watch it side by side with the questions. They go through and they just answer. You do have to put the budget steps in order. It's 5 out of the 10 points. And if you don't put them in the right order, you will lose all 5 points. So take your time. There is no quiz, vocab quiz for this section, but make sure that you do know all the vocab terms for both the financial goals and budgeting for the exam. And then banking. Banking is a short assessment. Banking has, again, the notes. Go through, print them out. There's a lot of terms about different fees that are involved, different types of accounts, financial institutions. There's more than just going to a bank. Credit unions are a big part of that too. Skipping down, the vocab assessment. We've done these before. Again, 2 attempts. So the 2 assignments that go with this are how to write a check and how to fill out a check register. So when you click on these, they go to the mint.com. And you would, again, we have some supplemental videos that are very helpful. And in this one, you're going to go to the website to write a check. After you write the check, you're going to follow the prompt. So you're writing a check. Many people don't know how to do this. And you'll fill along following the orange prompts, fill it in with it, the date. You're writing the check to the mart for $34.95. You'll sign it at the end. If you're not aware, these little numbers on the left, these are the routing numbers that tells you which bank it goes to. This would be, say, all of TD Bank. And then these numbers here are your account number. And this 123 matches up with this 123 as the check number up top. Okay, once you're done this, you need to take a picture and paste it into a Word document to upload it, or you can paste it as a file if it lets you. So to do so, the snipping tool, you go to Start, Snipping tool on your computer. All the school computers have it, or if you have another way to do this, feel free. Choose New, and you literally draw a picture around it, and then you'll hit Save, and then save it somewhere on your computer, or you can hit Edit Copy, and you can paste it into a Word document and upload it there. And you'll submit it just here. You'll submit your work. The next one is a check register. This might not open on Chrome on your computer. So it's the same website, but for some reason the Flash, so right here it says you need to upgrade your Flash. You may bypass it if you're confident, and I can't get to it from here. It does work on Chrome, or I'm sorry, it works on Chrome. It works on Firefox or Edge. So make sure you go there, or you can update your Flash player. But we did have an issue with that. If I do go to this website, I shouldn't have a problem opening it in Edge or Firefox that are both on the computers. Firefox is probably the recommended one, but you'll go through the same thing. It has a Flash player. It tells you how much it's supposed to add up to, and you're going to go through keeping track of all your transactions that you have. And then you'll, again, take a screenshot and you'll upload that. So I can see it right here. And you're going to go through. It says your balance. To look at the register, you're going to do these 10 activities. And you continue. And every time, this is your own personal records. You keep track of everything you spend. So you list the number, the check number, D for deposit, the date, who you spent money on or got money from. If it was money going out, it's paid. If it was a deposit, you put it here. And then you update your balance here. At the end, it'll tell you how much money you're supposed to have, if you're right or not, and then you will take a picture and submit that. So that should be it for this section. Just again, use Edge if needed. I'll put a note on there to remind everybody. There's always supplemental resources if needed. Please sign up for the midterm. All units 1 and 2 makeup work needs to be done the same day this is due. And then I will remind you that midterm review is 80 points. The midterm is 100 points. So the review is just as important as the midterm, and you can do it as many times as you want till you get it right. Thank you.